Booyah!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. If you want to talk about the term wacko, look no further than Jagmeet Singh. We've talked about this to great extent this week, but it just doesn't stop. In the words of Pierre, do we really have to go over all of this again? Yes, we do. Jagmeet Singh is, I've said it before, the little kid at the family gathering who is constantly trying to sit at the table with the grown-ups, who is pushed back to the kids' table and told to sit down and eat his meal. Now, he's been touting for the last little while. We've seen when he was on CTV's PowerPoint with Vashi Kapelos when we covered that last week that, of course, he sat there saying that he's responsible for the free birth control and the free contraceptives. He's responsible for dental care coming through. He's responsible for all these wonderful things the Liberals wouldn't have put through without him. Yet most of those things haven't even been put into law yet, and they haven't moved forward. And Jagmeet Singh was very vocal during the passing of the budget that he was very disappointed to see a lot of those things hadn't been their main focus, that they didn't really follow through on the promises they had made to him. Yet he still wants to approve the budget. Why? Well, because he needs that golden pension that he's after so hard. And he says that's not the case. But today in the House of Commons, Pierre Poilievre raising a very important question, saying, how much has Jagmeet Singh lobbied to help his brother, who is a lobbyist for Metro Inc., against Loblaws by essentially turning the key and running a conflict of interest scam alongside his family when it comes to the current state of affairs in Canada. But what's really funny is Jagmeet Singh over the last few hours, and we're going to get into the hypocrisy. Here we go again, full wacko. Let's take a look here. Jagmeet Singh again. I'm going to replay this video he put out over the weekend. It said, I'm giving Pierre 48 hours to stop blocking the rights of women. If he doesn't, the NDP will force through legislation on free birth control. We will win this fight. Yes, you guys will force it through, even though you can't do jack in the House of Commons. Let's listen.
48 hours. Pierre, I'm giving you 48 hours to decide. Because women have worked way too hard to see their rights rolled back. So you have 2 days to decide whether you're going to stop blocking our attempt to bring in free birth control for women, or New Democrats will force through that legislation whether you want it or not. Either way, New Democrats will show you you can't mess with women's rights in Canada.
Okay. Jagmeet, let's get your head checked. Now, of course, he has this lovely tweet come out. The deadline has passed. Pierre Poilievre continues to block free access to birth control for Canadians, but that's not all. He's also blocking free life-saving diabetes medications. Here's what happens next. We're going to force another vote, defeat him, and get the NDP pharmacare plan moving through Parliament. No, you're not. Nope. Thank you for calling. It's going to get shut down very quickly. And, well, I shouldn't say it like that. It'll get passed, and then the Liberals will sit on it. Of course, you can see here, Jack Dan is tweeting out, you're funny. Eco-fashion, people aren't buying your BS. There's no pharmacare to block. The CPC cannot block a vote when going against your coalition. Focus on holding Trudeau to task instead of a guy that has no power currently. Of course, you can see here. Good old friend of the channel, Severo, the Fringe, coming out with what happens next is exactly what was going to happen before. You're going to screw Canadians so you can collect a pension. You are the most selfish man in history of Canada. That is your legacy. Of course, you see a single man charging a windmill. I mean, Jagmeet, we have British Columbians unaliving every single day from addictive substances you helped decriminalize. The deadline for you to act was 4 years ago. Act now, force an election. Now, again, I have to watch my words because anytime you talk about these addictive substances, well, YouTube likes to squash that and delist the video. So again, I'm sorry that it has to be that way, but in order to get this news out, I have to watch what's going on. And David also putting out, let us vote. We'll show you what a real defeat looks like, tough guy. Again, you know Jagmeet will never do it because he doesn't have the stones. He doesn't have the cojones. So instead, he goes on a little tirade here against guys like Pierre Poilievre.
Let me give you 100 reasons why not to trust Pierre Poilievre. Well, 100 of the nation's leading corporate lobbyists, both former and present, have met with and donated to Pierre Poilievre. These aren't just any old corporate lobbyists. These are the ones that represent the greedy CEOs, big oil and gas, big pharma, big corporate landlords and real estate investors. That's who he's meeting. And it shows in the way he's voting. I'll let you make your own determination, but I don't think it's a coincidence that he voted against pharmacare, which would have meant lower costs for medication, something that big pharma is clearly opposed to.
Wait, didn't he just say he was meeting with big pharma lobbyists? Did I miss that? Maybe I misheard him. Did he not say he was meeting with big pharma lobbyists? Hang on.
Well, 100 of the nation's leading corporate lobbyists, both former and present, have met with and donated to Pierre Poilievre. These aren't just any old corporate lobbyists. These are the ones that represent the greedy CEOs, big oil and gas, big pharma, big corporate landlords.
He's meeting big pharma, but he's shooting down big pharma bills. Hypocrisy much? This shows that this man doesn't even know what he's talking about.
And real estate investors. That's who he's meeting. And it shows in the way he's voting. I'll let you make your own determination, but I don't think it's a coincidence that he voted against pharmacare, which would have meant lower costs for medication, something that big pharma is clearly opposed to. He voted against a school lunch program, which would have saved money for families, made sure kids aren't hungry, but would maybe impact the bottom line for big corporate grocery stores. He voted against a renters protection fund, which would protect renters against big corporate landlords. Again, he sided with big corporate landlords. It is very clear whose side he's on. I'll let you be the one to judge all these things, but let's be clear, New Democrats are on your side.
Wait a minute. New Democrats are on my side? You mean the same New Democrats that has shut down multiple attempts to call an election to get rid of the problem that's standing in our way in terms of unaffordability, the inability to buy food, the inability to fill our gas tanks, the inability to essentially move on with our lives? You talk about school programs that essentially we could feed our children if we weren't too busy paying all this tax. I mean, wacko. This guy is full on wacko. He spent a little too much time with Trudeau. He's gone full wacko. You never go full wacko. But what's really funny is when he talks about the grocery lobbyists. You know, he keeps saying that Pierre Poilievre is standing up for these greedy CEOs and lobbyists of grocery bills. And again, in this tweet, together the Liberals and Conservatives handed out $2.3 billion to save three largest grocery chains. Today, we learned that they didn't think that was enough. Another $25.5 million of your taxpayer dollars were given to Loblaws and Costco. Cancel corporate handouts. Is this because they didn't give the money to Metro Inc.? Jagmeet Singh, like, this is where we talk about the conflict of interest. If the money was going to Metro Inc., would we be hearing anything from Jagmeet Singh? Probably not, because his brother, again, is a major lobbyist for them. While you're being hammered by corporate greed on the grocery aisle, the Liberals are deciding how many billions of dollars to hand out to Galen Weston and the grocery cartel, including the one your brother works for, I might add. In addition to the $2.35 billion in conservative corporate handouts, Liberals give another $25.5, and it shows down here, a new report shows that between 2019 and 2023, the Liberals gave $25.5 million to Costco and to Loblaws. Is Jagmeet Singh going to do anything about it? No. No, he's not. Because he's gone full wacko. You never go full wacko. This is if Pierre should be calling anybody a wacko in the House of Commons, it's this guy. I mean, if we've looked at the cringe things he's done with his kids in the House of Commons and everything that he talks about all the time, the nonsensical facts that he spews, what I don't understand is why he doesn't just shut up and sit down until the next election and stop with this pandering and essentially tweeting out to support his brother's business when essentially people can see through the lies. People can see through the word salad. People know the truth. It's just every tweet he brings out makes him look more and more ridiculous as time goes on. I don't know what to do with this guy anymore. I don't know. You guys, everybody tells me they're so sick of hearing about Justin Trudeau. This guy, yikes. He is wacko, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you think it's a big conflict of interest that Jagmeet Singh keeps pushing this thing with Loblaws, especially during a month when everyone is supposed to be supposedly boycotting Loblaws while his brother is a lobbyist for Metro Inc.? I think that's a huge discrepancy. Again, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments if it's your first time here. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it's earned your subscription. As you're hitting that button, make sure to turn on your bell for notifications. Join us live here on the channel every Friday for Friday Night Fringe at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, where we go over everything that's happened in the current week, everything coming up in the the week ahead, and we have a little bit of back and forth within the community. I always look forward to seeing you guys there. It's the highlight of my week, and in talking to you guys outside of making these videos. I definitely look forward to seeing each and every one of you this upcoming Friday, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.